Hey everybody, welcome to the Unlocking the Magic podcast live show. Welcome. I'm going to say welcome probably 100 times.
Excellent. Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to the replay if you're watching this later. We usually do this show over on Facebook. Well, we're testing this YouTube thing out. Because, you know why?
Why, Bruce?
We want to test this YouTube thing out. So, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
And now that we're live here, my phone's acting a little crazy.
Oh, okay, we're turning.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
And we're back.
And we're not.
And I'm just going to take this out.
There we
go. Hopefully you didn't see any of that.
That was really behind the scenes.
That was.
Here on our new platform of YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to check this YouTube thing out. You know what? We wanted to try out Facebook, but, sometimes on Facebook, not everybody has Facebook. So we're like, you know what? You can watch if you're on our Instagram following or if you don't have Facebook. On YouTube, anybody can watch.
Yep.
You do have to log in and kind of leave a comment there if you want to. If you want to leave comments or interact with us here on YouTube, you're going to have to log in. But if you want to just watch and passively watch, you can do that too.
You're doing a lot of talking.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Good.
You gave them the whole deal.
Yeah, I did.
This is, this is going to be a lot of fun. Just a little different than we're used to, I guess.
Yeah, who knows who's going to show up because it's a little bit different. Usually we go live on Facebook like we said, so maybe everybody's over there like, okay. When are they going? They're late.
We're waiting.
Well,
They're waiting.
Yeah, we're technically not late. We're here right now.
So we're going to go over some Disney news. You guys asked us some questions. We're going to go over those. What else is in store for tonight?
What else
can I promise everybody?
Yeah, we'll go over some updates from Disney. We'll go over something from a little bit from the show. We talked a lot about a few Haunted Mansion things. It's Halloween and Disney. Maybe we'll be going to Disney soon, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about that.
My favorite month, October.
Yeah, leave a comment in there where you're from, where you're watching this from, how long you've been listening to the podcast, because this is a different platform. Maybe there's different people watching than usually join us over on Facebook. So I'd love to see where you guys are from, how you found the show. Give us the thumbs up from how you found the show. Give us the thumbs up. Give us the like button there.
Join the madness that we call Unlocking the Magic.
That is also true.
That is also true.
And the other cool thing that you can do on YouTube that you can't necessarily do on Facebook is you can play a little background music.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I have a little Haunted Mansion background music going on here.
All right. It's definitely made me happy.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, did I say it on the podcast this week? I've been celebrating Halloween since August. Since the not so scary Halloween party in August.
Yeah, you did say that on the podcast.
So I feel like this has been me. Like I'm gonna have to do this every year. I'm gonna have to go to Walt Disney World, grab my ticket in August for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and just have a blast because it's been an awesome time. It's been a lot of fun.
That is awesome.
And a lot of people here sick of me, right?
Greg, 2 months listener for the podcast, first time live view. Well, welcome to the show. Let me know if you guys if you like the YouTube better or you like the classic Facebook.
2 months?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Watching from Shreveport, Louisiana. Have been here since the beginning. Love y'all. Oh yeah, Gail's been here for a long time.
You have been.
So, we're still kind of getting used to this whole YouTube thing. So, if we miss a comment or if we seem a little distracted on this one, that's why. I'm monitoring the comments over here on the laptop, trying to figure out and make sure that everything's working properly. I think we've done a YouTube live before, but it was so long ago that
I feel like that was forever ago.
Yeah, I don't really remember exactly how long ago that was, but it was forever ago. So this is everything changes, so we're updating it now. But let's get into what's happening.
So what's happening? I've been watching a lot of TV this weekend.
Hey, it's Joe from Massachusetts. Joe, what's up?
Joe.
Somebody asked a question on Twitter too, but I'm gonna have to log in on my phone here.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I've been watching a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Because Disney hosted the Hocus Pocus 25th anniversary bash. I literally recorded it because I wasn't going to be around. I'm super excited to watch Bette Midler and all the stars of the show talk about their experience on the movie. The movie was not a box office hit. It was a complete flop.
I know, we talked about that with Aaron.
Yeah, when it came out. And so it turned into this massive following that is now what Disney's doing on their Freeform network is they're promoting it all month long. They're doing a 24-hour thing on the channel with just Hocus Pocus playing all day. So I feel like you just it's either a Hocus Pocus overload or what, but I can't get enough of it.
Now, do you really love the movie?
I actually love it more now than ever. It's weird because there's a couple of parts in the movie where I cringe.
I know you said that.
But I do I think the Sanderson sisters are hilarious, and every time I watch it, I pick up something else that they kind of mumble throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Between each other, and it just cracks me up. It reminds me of like my siblings, like what we would do if we were witches in Salem. So
Emily says, "Yay! So glad I'm able to join the live show." Yeah, well, that's why we did it on YouTube. I feel like everybody can join us on YouTube and Facebook. You know what? Maybe we'll take some snippets of these and put it on Facebook for those people who don't come over to YouTube. But we're gonna try to get everybody over here.
I feel like the spotlight's on me tonight.
It is.
You're a little dark.
I'm darker than you?
It's all right. I kind of like it.
All right, that's good. The spotlight is always on you.
Just kidding.
Give us a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. I think that if you hit the thumbs up button, the next time we go live in a couple Mondays, you'll be able to get notified for these
Squeaky.
live shows.
Why are these chairs squeaky today? Okay, sorry.
I need a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
Shell says, "Yay for YouTube." Yeah. Mark, listening from Princeton, New Jersey, headed to Disney in 32 days.
Oh my goodness.
So 32 days from now would be around Thanksgiving, right?
So excited.
It's going to be around Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I think we may be in the Disney Orlando area at that time, but don't say it. Surprise for somebody. Hopefully they're not watching right now.
Yikes. Just failed at it.
Yeah. Let's answer some of these questions, Connie. Or do you want to go into a couple of these things? So Disney
Wait. Just let me really quick.
Oh, you weren't done?
No, because you don't like Hocus Pocus. Are you not like a big fan of it?
I don't know.
You seemed interested when Aaron was on the show and we talked about it because he wrote a whole book about it. You seemed interested. Was it more like...
I think I was acting.
Okay. Well, I think it was cool. And, the movie was filmed in Massachusetts. There's some historic spots that you can see in the movie that actually I pass by all the time. And lately I'm realizing how cool it is to see. And anyway, so Freeform, which is Disney's family network, I guess. It used to be Disney Family or something. I don't know. Freeform is still a weird name for me.
What is that, their Netflix kind of thing?
No, it's on regular cable, but it's like Disney promotes like their movies, and I don't know, it's just a little different from it's like a grown-up Disney Channel.
Oh, gotcha.
That took a lot.
All I gotta say was it's a grown-up Disney Channel.
Then you got it. Yeah. I know, but it took a while for it to process in my mind. Okay, so anyway, they did this Halloween bash with the stars of Hocus Pocus. They weren't actually all the stars there, but they kind of had them talk, whatever. Anyway, and there was a lot of singing and everything, and it was pretty cool. There's some secrets on the movie if you want me to share.
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
It was actually supposed to be called Halloween House. 8 years and about 11 writers later, it changed into Hocus Pocus. Let's see. Production initially started out in Salem in November. Great for fall foliage, but not so great for decorations because November starts the Christmas and Thanksgiving-ish decorations. He says...
Who's this?
This is from Kirshner. Is that the... hold on. Yes. 1 second. Trying to find out who said that.
All right, let me ask you a question while Connie's trying to find out.
No, but listen, everybody had their Christmas decorations. They had to pay everybody block by block to take down their Christmas decorations.
Now, you watched that movie, and you said, because we're from that area, you said a lot of them weren't necessarily from Swampscott. They're from Marblehead. I mean, not Salem, it's from Marblehead, right?
Yeah, well, there's a couple scenes from Marblehead, too. So it's interesting. Okay. Do you want to move on?
Is it? I just want to know if it's hard to, because this is my first time on YouTube Live. Is it harder to leave comments than on Facebook? Let me know in the if it's as easy to leave comments in the sections. Ashley says, "Hello, I will be in Disney World in 39 days. We'll be there for 10 days."
10 days is perfect.
Aaron says, "Nope." I don't know if how did I ask that question again? Is it easier or harder?
I don't know. I wasn't listening to you.
Dang. Oh, I said, all right, just as easy. Thank you. She clarified that.
Thank you.
She knew me.
Okay.
She knew me, so she clarified.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Honeymoon in 5 days. Yay. Congratulations. Any thoughts on Halloween night activities for adults that isn't not so scary party?
Ooh. Well, Disney Springs is a sort of a Disney-ish, an adultish type of scene if you don't want to do like the Halloween party.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think anything in Disney and Halloween, I literally would be just like in Trader Sam's grotto drinking drinks and dressed up as like a Polynesian dancer or something.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know, but I feel like I could make anything really cool just being in the world around Halloween. I said around Halloween, didn't even say Halloween.
Yeah. That being said,
You don't have to comment.
you don't have to. Why wouldn't you? Why do you not want to go to the not so scary party, or is it just you go in there and you want other things to do other than that? Or did we deter you from going from our podcast about it?
Were we negative?
I don't know if I was negative or we were negative as much as we were like, you know what? It wasn't as good as at least for me, wasn't as good as the Christmas one.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a lot busier than I thought it was going to be.
I feel like you were alone in that one, that comment. I
Yeah,
feel
maybe.
like you wanted to persuade me to not like it because you're afraid that I'm going to make you dress up next time.
Yes.
So you're like, it was bad.
That's probably true.
Don't do it.
I don't want to dress up next time, that's for sure. So definitely.
You've had enough of me.
Definitely not going to dress up ever. Ever.
Okay. Ooh, that's the Haunted Mansion background.
Oh, by the way, if Dan's watching, somebody sent us, Dan, who's in our Patreon group, sent us this projector that you can put on, I guess you can put it on anything.
Yeah.
But it looks actually pretty good on 3 pumpkins. If you go over to our Instagram account, and I'll link it up in the notes here. If you go over to our Instagram and check out the stories,
Yep.
you can see the projection of the Haunted Mansion, and it's 3 ghosts like singing, and it's a projection on pumpkins. It's like the coolest thing ever.
It is the coolest thing ever. And the kids we turn off all the lights and then they were the faces and it was really fun.
Yes.
They felt like they were the ghosts.
Shane says 60 days till Disney, 4 days, 4 parks. That's a lot.
I just got a message from, is Nikki on here? Because she's having trouble commenting, Bruce.
What happened?
Fix that.
Wait, what?
I don't know. There's some trouble.
Where?
Nikki Michelle doesn't know how to comment on this on YouTube thing.
I think you have to, in order to comment on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you have to either log in, but I think you could probably create an account or log in with your Gmail account and then just comment like you would on
Fix
Facebook.
it, Bruce.
But I don't know how to fix it. This is new to me as well. So, guys, how did you comment? Drop a comment on how you comment. Yeah. Awesome. I've not listened to your podcast yet about the Halloween party, but I went last year and so did not like it. It was ridiculously crowded and just felt not worth the extra money. Yeah, see, that's exactly how I felt too. I know a lot of people said it's amazing and they loved it. I don't know how far or long ago they went, but my expectations for that were, we went last year for the Christmas party and I felt like it's an extra expense. It's not as long hours, so I expected it to be less busy than a regular park day.
You just can't.
And it was just the same.
So my biggest struggle with the party was that you really can't go meet and do a meet and greet with the characters because the lines are so long. So you really just have to use the time to trick or treat and go on attractions.
Yes.
Like, there's really not a lot of time to do everything.
The Boo to You parade, though, is amazing.
And you know what? Disney showed the parade recently. They shared it on YouTube as well. And there's something missing of, like, when they share it online. I feel like it's cool to see when you're watching it from home. It's okay, but there's nothing like being in the park. Like that feeling you get. It sparks some emotion in you. Go ahead.
I think it's the music. I think the music for Halloween doesn't spark an emotion. Like Christmas music, no matter where you are, sparks that emotion for you.
Yeah.
But Halloween music, for some reason, it just didn't spark that emotion to me over the internet. But it did when you're there.
Yeah.
And all the lights go down, and then it's like...
The Headless Horseman comes out. It's just really spooky.
It just made it seem more intense in the moment there. So that was
intense. Yes. That's the word I was looking for.
I wasn't able to comment just by following the link in Messenger. I had to download the YouTube app. Whoops.
Whoa.
So we'll fix that. Like, listen, this is a work in progress for us. But the reason that we're doing it on YouTube, though, is because we wanted everybody to be able to join. And I'm pretty sure you can just watch us, even if you can't comment, even if you don't have a YouTube account. Whereas on Facebook, you can't do that.
Yeah, but then you have to have the app. Oh, this is confusing.
No, because you can go on your desktop and just go to YouTube and watch.
Got it. But you can't comment.
Right. But on Facebook, you can't even watch.
Another thing for you guys to download.
I don't know. Which one do you want me to go on? I don't know what you want me to do. I'm trying to help everybody.
Clean up that space on your phone.
I'm trying to help everybody.
I'm always like, every time like my storage is full, I go to my apps and I it's really hard. It's like choosing a favorite child. Like, okay, which one's gonna go? Which one am I getting?
If you have to delete an app.
Yeah. Because I'm always hurting on storage.
Stephanie says, had the famous Tonga toast. I feel like I just yelled there.
You did.
Had the famous Tonga toast for the first time yesterday at the Kona Cafe. Loved it. Wait, you had it at the Kona Cafe yesterday. That means you're in Disney World?
You're doing it right.
Can you block someone on YouTube?
It's a joke.
It's a joke. I'm not blocking you.
Please.
Welcome to the team. Cheers to Team Tonga, not at the Rainforest Cafe.
Cheers.
Yes.
Um,
I'm going to hop over and just try to find some questions from our Facebook page.
No, but I wanted to talk about the Disney announced to plan to build a nature-inspired resort.
Isn't that called, by the way, isn't the nature-inspired resort called Fort Wilderness?
I'm so confused. Is this real?
Yeah, I think it is.
Or is it the rumor mill again?
I think Disney announces a plan to build this resort between Disney's Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness Resort.
Okay.
The deluxe resort, which will be themed...
Oh, you're reading?
Yeah.
Oh.
To complement its natural surroundings, spread across a variety of unique accommodation types. I think this is going to be super interesting.
I didn't even read that far, but it sounds like nature inspired. It sounds like living with the land attraction coming to a resort near you.
Now, if it's between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge, is it going to be just like those two? Or is it going to be a different kind of wilderness?
I don't know.
I wonder what kind of wilderness it's going to be.
It's got to be something different. Like tropical? No, because we got tropical at the Poly.
Yeah.
So more rainforesty, like...
I don't know if that'll go.
I think it would
I feel like that'll be too humid. So let's read some of these. What do you think on that? Do you think you're going to go to stay at that?
Yes.
It's probably not going to be open for 10 years, but we'll go and stay at it.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Okay.
I know you guys have stayed at the cabins at Fort Wilderness in the past. I will be staying there next February and wonder about the transportation. We will have our own vehicle to drive, but what's the best way to get to the Magic Kingdom from our cabin? I feel like Disney transportation, as long as you're okay with waiting, is good anywhere. It's easy to get to anywhere.
Where is this Fort Wilderness? Oh, the boats are amazing.
Yeah, the boat over to the Contemporary is probably the way that I would go, and then just maybe even take the monorail or just walk.
But the bus is also a good option because it takes you right into the Magic Kingdom. Like you're in a good spot. Yeah. There is no way you can go wrong.
The cabins at Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, there's no way she can go wrong. You're doing it right.
Yes. Audrey left a message too. She said, transportation is awesome from there. We never waited more than 10 minutes for the bus.
Okay.
February can be crowded, so don't hold it against me if I'm wrong. Which the buses are always kind of crowded. And the boat from Fort Wilderness to the Magic Kingdom is wonderful.
I agree.
The boat ride from the Fort Wilderness to the Contemporary is awesome. It was pretty fun. And you can go right to the Magic Kingdom too.
Yeah.
So either one of those.
You're giving advice.
Yeah,
I'm just taking a step back here, and like you're so confident in your answer.
Now this is a question that I don't know.
Okay.
Do Halloween decorations come down immediately after Halloween?
You know what's funny? I was just speaking of. You know how I said earlier I've been watching a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Because Disney did another thing this week. I'm really not that big of a nerd, but I guess I am. They did Decorating Disney, and they showed how Disney decorations go up for Halloween season. They didn't necessarily tell you how they take them down, and there's actually really no firm, announced date, but usually they try to take them down right away.
Yeah.
And what's incredibly interesting is that it can all be done in a night. There's no in-between time. It's all done overnight when guests are asleep, usually. And you wake up and it's transformed into, there's a few days of a break and then it's transformed into the holiday magic, again, overnight.
They have it down to a science because we were talking about this on our last trip.
Yeah.
The park's open till midnight sometimes.
Yeah.
And the bushes are trimmed, the lawn is manicured, and you never see them do that.
Never.
So they have to be able to get in and out quick in order to get that accomplished.
The Decorating Disney, they had interviews with cast members.
Yeah.
And they talked about how so it starts over in Disneyland. There's a big segment about Disneyland. There's actually not a huge segment that involves Walt Disney World for whatever reason. But there is a segment, and they talk about Walt Disney World, and they talk about the Disney Cruise Line, which, by the way, Halloween on the high seas, that's meant for me.
What is it?
Halloween on the high seas.
Didn't we just do that?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we did the pirate one. Same thing.
No.
Just as a pirate?
No.
That's Halloween-ish?
Nope, we gotta do it. Okay, can trick or treat on the ship. Ugh, I have to go without you. Okay, so...
you get a lot of candy because those rooms are real close together.
That's what I'm saying.
You're knock, done.
Oh, no,
knock, done.
Trick with Cab and Pat, you go to specific area.
Forget that.
I'm never. Oh,
I'm over it.
Why don't you even say anything?
I'm going to the doors.
Okay.
Imagine you just knocking it like you think like you get it wrong and you knocking on people's doors and you're like trick or treat. They're like, what?
They're like, excuse me, ma'am.
You're like, yeah, trick or treat. You're like, I guess I have something over here that you can have.
No joke. That's definitely something you would do. You would take the little one.
Oh yeah. We'd be able to hammer out some doors, man. I'll tell you that.
I may or may not make a fake pamphlet that suggests that you do that and just leave it near your cabinet.
Robin says, have you ever done Flower and Garden? Our trip is in May, and I'm worried Epcot will be packed. Have we ever been there on Flower and Garden? I know we were there like in the beginning of Flower and Garden.
Yeah, the beginning of the Flower Garden. It's beautiful. Let me just tell you, the way they transform these landscapes is just so pretty. May is not usually, I don't want to say it's really that. I feel like Disney's busy now no matter what.
Yeah, there's no down season anymore.
But it doesn't need to get you to, it doesn't mean you're not going to have, I don't know, what am I looking for? Okay. Christmas, Thanksgiving, those days are when it's super crowded, like we wouldn't even be able to go because it's just shoulder to shoulder.
I just don't think there's ever a slow time. It's not like it was in the 2000s.
But that's
early. There's never a slow time.
Yeah.
There may be slow moments, but there's never like a slow season anymore. It's always busy there now. We've gone so many different times over the last 3 years, and there's never been a moment for us that wasn't as busy like when we went in 2009.
I don't think it'll ever be that slow ever again.
I mean, the only way that'll slow down again is if the economy something happens to the economy.
Yeah.
But the economy's going pretty good right now, so there's people travel.
But there's always incentives that they're doing now. There's always something in the works. So I feel like there's never really that. But that said,
maybe we should stop talking about it on the podcast because I feel like people are taking their kids on non-school vacation times, whereas before that would be like the best time to go, and now it's like not.
Yeah.
Now it's like school vacations, non-school vacations. It's the same.
Okay. So back to the Disney magic. How they transform Disney into. I know I'm talking like while they're doing it, but I just thought it was really interesting. They had some of the cast members. One, his name was Charlie.
Yeah.
And he was overseeing Walt Disney World and doing Magic Kingdom into the Halloween magic. And his love for decorating, his love for Disney was just so strong on the video. It was awesome to see. And they do it so quick. Like, it's just crazy. So they put it up as quick as they take it down. But there's nothing ever really I've never seen anything like formal set. But they do. It's usually the next day. Like, it's usually that fast.
Pretty quick.
Everything stopped. The music. Oh, okay.
It went to switch music, but I'm like,
Confused me there.
That music doesn't fit our show. I had to go back to the dimension.
I thought that was your hint of I was being boring. Like, move on from me. But then they showed the cruise line, and they talked about how they only have 2 hours to decorate the entire ship into a Halloween theme. And he was the cast member named Charlie that I was talking about. He was so passionate. He literally was holding, like, these other two cast members were hanging the wreath, and he was directing where to put the wreath with, like, the Mickey pumpkin wreath. And he's like, okay, a little more to the right, a little more. Oh, like every little inch mattered to him because the way it looked, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the ship, other than all the people on it.
Okay, we're moving on.
This one's from, all right, so Joseph asked, and he asked from Twitter, so he actually came over from Twitter.
Okay.
And is joining us, and I said that I would
he migrated over.
Answer his question on the show tonight, but unfortunately I can't get into my Twitter, it's on my phone, and that's what we're using for the camera.
Okay.
So luckily he left his comment.
We got high tech here going on.
So, I'm a single dad. I left a message on Twitter. I'll be bringing my sons to Disney in March 2020. 15, 13, and 7. Middle son has autism. What type of itinerary would you recommend? Thanks.
15, 13, and 7. You didn't give me much time to... can you send me these Twitter questions? I'm not on Twitter. It's Bruce on Twitter.
It is me on Twitter. So if you want to say hi to me...
have any...
You know why I love Twitter? It's short responses. It's like my platform.
So
he's a single dad taking his 3 sons to Disney in 2020. Mm-hmm. His middle son has autism.
Where is it that I saw just recently? Disney does, they actually list the attractions and whether or not, like, the intensity of the attractions. Let me just double check because that was there, like, last month. And if I say it now, it's probably gone, with my luck. Because I thought that was really important because I think that question was, somebody asked me that question.
That probably happened. That's probably like a question that gets asked a lot because you know, if your son or daughter has autism, you want to take them to Disney, but you're like, you don't want them to be over like their senses to be overloaded.
Exactly. I definitely so here it is, assessing. Oh, there it is.
I feel like some of the attractions, like the Peter Pan flight, would be great because it's not super intense and it's just a nice ride.
So if you go to the Disney,
you can put that and drop that in the comments.
Can?
You know, yeah, I'm pretty
How
sure.
do I do that?
Put it in the show notes, and then I will link it in the comments below.
All right.
Technology is great.
This is like magic. Yeah. Hold on.
So Joseph, hang on. We'll get back to that question. Dan is here. Dan is the man. Dan, did you see on our Dan? Are you on Instagram? If you're not, go follow us on Instagram because the pumpkin projection, well, necessarily wasn't pumpkin projection, but the projection you sent us is unbelievable.
No,
And I put it on Instagram, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid to put it outside, though. I know you said to put it outside, but I feel like I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too cool, and someone might.
Yeah. We live in a sketchy area.
Dan says, nope, dude, I'm on Instagram. You're not too old for Instagram.
All right, here we go. I am pasting the link.
All right, paste the link. I'll grab it, and then I will link that for Joseph.
It just lists the attractions in each.
Is it this one?
Yep. It lists all the attractions, and it goes through each park, and it says scent. So depending on your scent, smells, loud noises, what to expect on each attraction. So you can really, as far as that goes, like really look before your trip, so you can kind of narrow down which attractions you want to go. I think the ages that you're bringing are amazing. Like they're all gonna, I feel, remember everything, and hopefully they probably won't appreciate it actually until they come home.
I mean, have they been before, or how long has it been since the last trip? Sometimes if you haven't gone in a while, they do appreciate it.
I honestly feel like kids are just so overwhelmed with like the sensory overload that happens in Walt Disney World that they become different. Like, you know, there are moments I think that and that's why we talk about slowing down a lot and just kind of being with each other, because I feel like those little moments are really what makes magic happen for them and for you with your kids, because beyond that, it just gets stressful. Like they're just so hyper and excited, and the way they react can sometimes feel like, I mean, I'm just referring to my kids sometimes, but like bratty, like but I know that they're just like super excited and like they want to do what they want to do. Ooh. So, but what I definitely suggest is watching some videos with your kids before the trip, having them help you pick what they think that they would want to see and do, and then you can kind of base your itinerary on that. I think the favorites of like what movies to watch and
plus 2020. That's a little bit away. There's going to be so much going on at that time. It's going to be amazing for you to like not overplan, but just have an idea of what you want to do and what all the kids are interested in at that time, because that's 2 years away, and when your kids like 10, 11, 12, 13, in 2 years, they could be a completely different person than they are now. It's not like you go from 5 to 7. They're kind of the same. But when you go from 11 or 12 to 15, like that's a huge jump.
Yeah. But I still think,
personality-wise.
Yeah, you're still jumping.
I know. I'm still waiting for that jump. I'm still waiting for that jump from 11 to where I am now.
Yeah, I know.
It hasn't happened
Trust me, no one's waiting longer than me.
Aaron says my hubby and I are going on a solo January for a long weekend. Super splurge on after hours tickets. I'm so excited.
I am so jealous.
After hours tickets is something we've never done.
After hours tickets.
What is exactly after hours tickets?
It's after hour tickets, and I just
like,
don't.
Can you sit there overnight?
I just don't think Bruce could handle anything after hour. Because here's the thing, you like your routine.
Yeah.
Okay, no matter how exciting it would be to be.
As a party animal, as I seem to be.
Yes.
I like to be asleep by 11.
No, it's not even that. It's the fact that you like your routine, and then
being asleep by 11.
You would go to these after park shenanigans, and then want to like unwind somehow. So it would be exhausting.
That would be pretty exhausting. And I want to be in bed by 11.
Is 3 a crowd, Aaron? Could I just join?
Oh, this one is 8 to 11. I've heard the park is pretty much empty. Well, I can be in bed by 11:30 then. I maybe have to stretch that out. I'm an old man. I need my routine. I need to go to bed at 11.
It's not for you. I'm just going to tell you right now.
It's not for me?
It's not for you.
Really? Why? You have to dress up in costumes? Did you have to dress up in costumes? You guys tricking me? Is it a costume party?
I just want to go.
By yourself?
No, I'm just kidding. I just feel okay. Let's move on before I get in trouble.
All right, let's go back to some questions from Facebook. If you have a question you want to have us answer or talk about, or have everybody else answer too, then just drop them in here. But I'm going to go over to our Facebook page, and it says, Bruce, I know you hate character dining, which I never said I hated character dining.
You kind of suggested.
But what about Chef Mickey's? It's a good food in the iconic character. Now I never said I hated the character dining. I want the stick to be put up that says you can skip this table.
Okay.
I still want to be. I like to watch the characters and be in their presence.
Now we're talking Chef Mickey's for breakfast, Chef Mickey's for dinner. Like, would you consider it? Is basically what Marcus is asking, right?
I would consider it if they gave me the stick that says just pass me by.
Okay. You know what I mean?
I'm happy to be here, but I don't want to talk.
All right. I mean, but it's Mickey.
I understand.
Okay, but you still need your space.
I want to eat my breakfast or lunch or whatever it is there.
Okay.
So I don't hate the character dining. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying by thinking I hate them. I don't want to interact.
I mean, it's basically how...
Now, why don't they do this? They should have Mickey on a live stream, and I'll interact with him through the screen.
It's basically how we interact as husband and wife. It's like, you know what, sign, I don't want to interact.
That's true.
Is it Monday morning and I haven't had my coffee?
Please don't talk yet. I need one of those signs. It's too early.
That's basically my life. Okay.
Emily says, I completely agree with Bruce on the character dining. They should have two kinds of character dining, like I always said. The immersion one, where you get to interact with the characters and like hang out with them, and they come over to your table and you get to interact. And then they should have the balcony version.
Okay.
Where you just sit up on the balcony.
Yeah.
And you can see them, but they don't come over to your table.
You know, I was just looking at Chef Mickey's menu, and I got really awkwardly excited about their non-alcoholic sparkling mojito.
What?
They have the mint julep
Where?
at Chef Mickey's.
So what does that mean? We're going?
Yeah, we're going.
Awesome.
Fresh limes, nectar, and mint with soda water.
Charlie's here.
Charlie's here?
Yeah.
We had a question about...
There's a whole bunch of questions over on Facebook. So that was one of them.
Okay.
Here's another one. So clearly Bruce didn't like my fast pass question from the podcast earlier this week.
Was that from...
Let me try one more time.
Wait.
This is from
Lori. Yeah.
Was I really like a grouch on the podcast?
You snored.
Oh yeah.
It's my fault. I tend
Was
to...
it boring?
Yeah.
I feel like
I
feel like everybody thinks I'm negative.
Maybe if I throw in like a food word in there or something like to just spark your attention.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Okay.
I need lack of costumes, character dinings, and fast pass questions.
Fast pass questions.
That's what I need.
The best.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was her did she ask another question?
Well, she said since I didn't like her question so much about fast passes, let's try a different one. Okay. 2 days in the Magic Kingdom. Sorry, Lori. 2 days in the Magic Kingdom. Do you do 2 to 3 lands per day, or do you try to do a bit of all the lands on each of the 2 days?
Interesting.
Thanks. I think the land that I always seem to get trapped in for the most is like Adventureland. Or Frontierland.
Trappa. It takes you.
I tell you, I feel like I get in that area, and before I know it, it's like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, why don't we go anywhere else?
That's from Halloween Town, by the way. I watched that over the weekend too.
What was that?
Never mind.
So, but I do enjoy to go to all the lands in the day.
Yes.
At least a little bit. I don't feel like I could go and be like, you know what, I'm not going to go to Tomorrowland at all today.
Yeah, I know, but I think her question is really, really good because I actually never really thought of that before. I was like, should you navigate, let's say, Tomorrowland and spend like the whole day sort of on the right-hand side of Magic Kingdom and then the left-hand, if you're specifically and you're going for 2 days, is that the smarter thing? I just think...
Wrong guy.
Really?
Is that the smarter thing?
No. I'm not saying okay, let me backtrack.
Yeah.
Is that something that is a great question, I guess I want to say, because I never really thought of doing that before, and therefore we actually never really have done that. We've kind of, what we like to do is if we know we're going to Magic Kingdom 2 days, which we usually try to do, is do sort of a little bit of everything in the Magic Kingdom, and then the following day we kind of pick what our favorites were.
Right, or things that maybe are longer waits or things that you couldn't get on the day before.
Yeah.
Or things that you'd want to go on multiple times. Like there's things at the Magic Kingdom, if you're going for 2 days, you're going to want to do on multiple days. And then there's some things that you just don't need to.
Right. Or you could even really over plan one of the Magic Kingdom days, and the second day just kind of, other than dining, you could kind of hang.
Someone said the Millennial Falcon poster looks like it's crooked. It's driving them nuts.
Oh gosh.
I think it may just be the phone. I'm pretty sure it's even.
How about we both do this?
Yeah. There you go.
And then we can do it. It's a little.
I feel like Bruce is looking into my soul. That's because I am.
It's getting deep.
It's getting.
He's really thinking about.
I was thinking about those fast pass questions and the lack of interest in character dining.
But we've never done that. I think that's actually
anybody
a good
out
idea.
there thinking the same as me?
A good idea to do right hand side. I don't know. I'm curious to hear everyone else's comments about that. That's a good question. Did anybody on Facebook leave a comment?
You know what it is? The Millennium Falcon on the photo is crooked, not the photo itself.
It is?
Yes. Like, see how it's a little bit
Oh, you're right.
up there and then not down there?
It's because it's taking off.
Yeah.
I never noticed that before. Okay. Did anyone answer Lori's question on Facebook? I'm just curious what others
Oh,
said.
yeah, there's so many, but there's like long responses and I don't want to read them.
Okay.
But Peggy said, I thought it was hilarious how lost Bruce seemed the whole question. Yeah, fast pass questions aren't my thing. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to get a great response from me if you ask me which fast passes you should do.
I always say Peter Pan. That's like, if I can't get Peter Pan, I'm so bummed for the whole entire day at Magic Kingdom. Because it's really one of those special attractions that I absolutely love, and it's got so much history. In fact, we actually are going to be doing an unlocking episode in the future about Peter Pan. But the wait is awful. It's never short.
It's true.
There's nothing to do. It's brutal.
Right.
So I'm bummed because it's one of my favorites.
Guys, my question on Twitter was, my sons want to stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge for 3 nights. What would you recommend for the remainder? How long are you staying there after those 3 nights?
It's not a bad choice, actually.
Photo itself is slightly askew. I'm gonna make them all crooked next time.
That's kind of mean.
Was it?
Yeah, it was kind of rude.
Sorry. All right, here's the next one. While we sorry, I don't know what happened to me there.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'm hungry.
Oh my.
Sorry
What
about
is
that.
happening here? It's all right. It's all right. We all have our moments.
Yeah. How long have we been on here? Has it been over half an hour? It might have been at my 30-minute limit here.
I think it was actually. Just simmer on that for a minute, you guys.
Let me go back to the questions over here.
Let Bruce gather himself for a second.
Should I take a break?
Maybe it's a good idea.
Going to Disney next week and doing the quick
Wait, you know what? It's all the reading you're doing.
I know, it's driving me crazy. It's hard for me to read that much.
Okay.
Going to Disney next week and doing a quick service dining plan. What are some good quick service restaurants to try and to get? We have Be Our Guest lunch reservations. Ooh. Kona Cafe is good. That's not quick service, but you got to get the Tonga Toast there. But you can also get the Tonga Toast that Captain cooks.
Which is quick service.
Right.
So that's helpful.
I would go there.
Even though it wasn't helpful in the beginning of the sentence.
Right. I was thinking I got my 2.
You got to hang on.
Yeah, you got to hang on there.
I like Be Our Guest a lot for the theming, and I feel like you feel like you're sitting down at a sit-down dining when you're not. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's nice and quick. But it doesn't feel quick. Like it's... Did that make sense?
I don't know what you just said, actually. I'm not going to lie.
I do like that one. I loved when they opened. Like, that I feel like was
What?
Be Our Guest.
Yes. Santulli Cantina is good, too.
I liked that. I liked that. I don't know if I loved it. It's a little weird. Like, the flavors...
The food is different. It's not
Yeah.
like your usual food, but the atmosphere is cool.
It's worth checking out.
Yes.
Food, I'm like a hearty New England girl, so I still love my Columbia Harbor House. Like, I have to get my clam chowder and my tuna. It's,
Cosmic Rays, too. I don't know what happened last time, but we went there. The food is average, and it's regular food.
I cannot believe we're going to say it. Cosmic Rays.
But it's cool to sit there. Like, you're not going to do it every single time.
Don't judge a quick service by its cover, because, like, when you walk in, it looks really...
It does look kind of cheap.
It looks really cheap.
But go down, watch the show. Your kids will enjoy it if you have young kids.
Especially if you were in Cosmic Rays when you were a kid. I think then it adds to the...
Which I wasn't, but I imagined what it would be like as a kid.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's so 80s.
I did a lot of dreaming as a kid.
You did.
Because I didn't get a lot of doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Tangerine Cafe, if you're in Epcot.
Yes.
Golden, because pretty much every quick service there is like amazing.
The French Quarter, Port Orleans French Quarter quick service is really good.
By the way.
Get a po' boy.
Some,
what are those things called?
Wait, what?
The fried
beignets?
Beignets.
You had trouble saying that.
Listen, yes, it's late. I'm hungry. It's been 35 minutes.
Friar's Nook. And you know what it is? I realize a lot of the quick services that I love are in Magic Kingdom.
French Quarter.
There's a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Quarter.
Let's go on to the next question because I want to get through these.
All right.
Rob said, "What happened tonight? You're not showing up. Bruce forget again?" Rob, read the post. In the top of the post, it says we're going live on YouTube.
Come on, Rob. We need you. We need you to help us.
YouTube isn't something you bring to the pool with you. It's a platform where you go live and broadcast.
Come on. We need you.
Have you looked if recent trips in Disney can be applied towards annual passes?
We actually have
eat on the property for every meal? We do
eat on the
property for every meal.
We split a lot of meals.
Depends on where we're staying, I guess.
No, we split a lot. I've learned to live with less meals, that is.
We do, yeah. But I think he means, or she means, do you eat every property at a Disney restaurant?
Where we're staying, it depends on.
It depends on where we're staying and if we have a car or not.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Have you looked into recent trips that Disney can be applied towards the annual
property
passes?
for every meal? Okay.
So I think it depends on a couple things. Where we're staying on Disney, my battery's on 10% on my camera and my body. It depends on where we're staying, and it depends on if we have a car or not.
Yeah.
If we don't have transportation, we will probably eat on Disney property on every meal. But if we do have a car, maybe not.
If we don't have a car, it usually means we're on the dining plan and we just eat wherever.
Right.
If we do have a car, it means sometimes we're on the dining plan, sometimes we're not. So it opens up, the options, I guess. But we try to stay.
So next one. We are planning a family trip to Disneyland next summer. Not going for Star Wars. Will it be foolish to go next summer with the crowds? Team Tonga. I don't think you can get Tonga Toast in Disneyland, though. Which is sad. Sad face.
Is that true?
Where would you get Tonga Toast in Disneyland?
That is true. That's true.
That being said,
I actually have to investigate
next
now
summer,
that you say it.
Next summer, I believe 2019 is the D23. So it may be busy around that time. We have a plan for the D23. And if you're going to the D23, drop a comment in there. Let us know if you're going for the D23 next year. But we may be splitting up.
For real.
At the D23. Because she wants to go to the D23 all 3 days. I don't. And I may take one of the children and go with me to Disneyland because we went last year on Disneyland and it was very much not busy.
What happens is it's like, again, like choosing your favorite child because the D23 is so amazing. There's so many amazing panelists and panels happening and celebrities and just fun Disney fans that it's just a great vibe. But then Disneyland, which is also just as great and a cool vibe and nostalgic and an amazing place to visit, is dead.
Yes, that's what I love.
So it's,
I can go one day to D23 and then I'm gonna bail.
You're gonna bail.
And I'm going to Disneyland and possibly a little California Adventure in there.
I think that means you have to park hop. So I don't know.
No.
Oh, like 3 days?
Oh yeah. One day D23, one day Disneyland, one day California Adventure, and then I may do another day at Disneyland if I feel like it.
Here.
Yeah, I'm working here.
Okay.
I'm working.
I saw a comment from Shane who just joined Patreon.
Patreon only show this weekend, by the way. So probably the podcast will come out on Thursday, and then Patreon only Saturday or Sunday. So if you're not in our Patreon group, go check it out. We'll be doing a live show or a podcast episode depending on which we got available this weekend. So Patreon only podcast coming out on Saturday. I think there was questions in here, but I lost them.
All right.
But last question here from Facebook.
We should swap it out so I can read some of these.
It's true.
I don't have it on mine.
You don't have the questions on yours?
I didn't even log in.
What the heck's going on over there?
I don't know.
Going to Disney next week and doing the quick service plan. Oh, we already answered that.
Okay, check.
Excellent.
All right.
All right. So, anything else we have before we wrap it up then? Because I think that's all the questions we have.
What
There.
about questions on YouTube? Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good, Arrow guy?
I'm pretty sure we're good on YouTube.
All right.
There may be some. If you have a question, you got a couple more minutes to get it in here.
Okay.
But I think that.
I have a question.
Yeah. What is it?
Why do they still call it Hallow Wishes when it's like, wouldn't it be so cool if it said the wishes was happily never after?
That's interesting.
Can we figure out how to change that?
Can we reply them on Instagram and
Just
get
feel
that
like
changed?
it's cool. Happily never. I guess that's creepy. Never mind. I just am so creepy.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I think that it was interesting to have it here on YouTube for sure.
Wait, Erin.
Oh.
Oh, she's answering something.
Yeah, she's
Never
answering.
Mind. Never mind. Do our job for us.
Yeah.
It's like-
Thank you so much. Listen, the show is if you can
we can talk to each other. you know?
answer some questions if we don't get it. But it's been 45 minutes. I think this was a good first live show on YouTube. This is the first time we've done this in a little bit.
It's a mediocre.
It was mediocre, but I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Okay.
We'll get better.
Yeah.
The technology here is like I got to make sure that it works pretty well.
Well, clearly we have to let Rob know ahead of time. If he didn't know.
Yeah.
So,
But now
yeah.
I think people will get used to it. I think people will get used to the fact that we'll be over here on YouTube. Mostly because we're going to go over to Facebook after this and I'm going to put some clips and be like, haha, you missed it.
Oh my gosh.
It's on
you're
YouTube.
So rude. You are hungry or
I'm
something
hungry.
today.
Yeah.
Right.
But thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know if there's a share thing in there, but just do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed on YouTube because we may be doing more videos and more things on here. So just hit the subscribe button. Give us the thumbs up. Get a notification when we go live. And we'll be back maybe in a couple weeks. Next week is Halloween.
Is it?
Yes, I
So
believe.
exciting.
So
Okay.
have a good Halloween if we don't see you before then.
Yes.
And we'll be back to you in November.
November's Halloween too.
Yeah, we'll be back in November's Thanksgiving. No. November starts Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll have some announcements to have for you and for the show coming in November. So stay tuned for the next live show. And thank you so much for tuning in. Connie, do you have anything else before we wrap it here?
No, that was amazing. Like an amazing exit. I'm just gonna leave it.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. I don't know how to shut this off on YouTube, so
It's fine.
So this is gonna be like
no,
that.
you're fine.
This is gonna be like
Yep,
that.
just keep smiling.
This
just
is
keep
gonna
smiling.
be the after show.
Just keep going.
Do you want to stop streaming? Please, yes.